Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope all are fine. Okay. So the last class we had completed one topic, isn't it? Do you remember that, children? What is that? What is that topic name? The last 4 or 3 or 4 classes we had completed. That's a flower, isn't it? That's a flower, floral worlds only. We learned that one by one, isn't it? Am I correct, children? Yes. The last class we had completed. That's one of the essential world, or that is a reproductive world. That's gynoecium. Clear, children? Yes. This gynoecium, almost all the topics we had completed, but remaining 2 more topics also there, children. So that one we are going to learn today. Clear? Yes. But first of all, just one recall or recollecting of this previous class portions regarding what do you mean by gynoecium, children? What do you mean by gynoecium? Yes, good. Tell me. Tell your answers, children. Very good. So this is the female reproductive organ, isn't it? So that is, we are called as that single unit is called as carpel. So the gynoecium is consisting, so that is the other one term is we are also telling in a pistil, isn't it? Pistil means what are the part they presents in a pistil, children? Yes, good, very good. Tell me. Ovary, style, stigma, isn't it? The stigma is the pollen grains of the landing position. So that's the place's name is we are called as a stigma. So this is the area. Understood, ma? So this is the area. This is the stigma. Clear? Clear? So this is the stigma. So there is the pollen grains of the landing place is known as. So that is we are called as the name is known as stigma. This one. Clear, children? Yes. Good. Very good. So this one. So this is the stigma region, isn't it? So this is the tip like one cap like structures is there now, one round shaped. This is we are called stigma. Clear? Yes, good. The next one. What about that next one? Very good. Number of carpels. Number of carpel means regarding that carpel's number. If we are going to take from the CSS from the ovary part. Clear? If we are taking the cross section of this ovary, there only we can clearly identify the carpel's numbers. That regarding the carpel's numbers regarding, you have going to tell about that's the number of carpels. Single means unicarpellary, isn't it? Then 2 means bicarpellary. Then according to that it depends upon that number 3, 4, 5. So that like you already tell about that is a tri, tetra and pentacarpellary. Clear, children? Say yes or no? Do you remember that? Yes, good. Very good, children. The next one. Yes, fusion of carpels, isn't it? Fusion of carpel means, so there is how that is fusing of this carpels in that position, isn't it? So that is, we are learned that's 2 terms. One is, will you able to say? Yes, good. Apocarpus and syncarpus. Okay, apocarpus and syncarpus. Don't forget the terms, children. Very, very important and essential. We are going to learn about the taxonomy. So at that time we need to learn all the terms, children. So that's why I am giving this is the stress. So all should learn the terms clearly. Don't forget. Okay, good, very good. Tell me. Apocarpus and syncarpus. Apocarpus means the carpels are free conditions means, so that is we are called apocarpus, isn't it? Syncarpus, united, okay, joined. Yes, good, very good, children. The next one, the number of locules, isn't it? Maximum, the carpel number, if you are taking it in a cross section of this ovary region, no, there, that ovary part, how many carpels are there, that regarding the corresponds numbers they present in a locule. Don't forget this one. Okay. So there suppose for example 5 carpels are present means, so there is presence in a 5 locules. Clear? So if we are taking in a section, so this like means, so their presence in a 5 carpels means, so their presence in a how many locules, children? 5 locules. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carpels. Okay, so this is we are called as the name is known as carpels. For each carpel the empty space is there, no? That is we are called as the name is known as locule. Clear, children? So don't forget. So there's a regarding correspondence to that carpels number. They comes to that is the locule numbers. Clear? Yes, good. The next one. Very good. So the extension of this internodal regions, from that what are the regions regarding of this thalamus position? Understood, children? So there we learn about that is the 4 types, isn't it? Androphore, anthophore, gynophore, androgynophore. Clear, children? So these are just internodal elongation from the thalamus regions to where? Calyx to corolla, and some species so their presence in a corolla to andrecium. Some species they presence in a andrecium to gynoecium. Some species so their presence in a internodal elongation as calyx to corolla and then andrecium to gynoecium. Both this internodal elongation presence in a same flower. Isn't it, children? So that regarding we learned that 4 types. Understood, ma'am? Say yes or no? Yes. Next one is ovary position. Clear? Ovary position, how we are find out in the ovary position, children? Very good. Very important. Very important, children. Listen and tell that answer. Try to tell your answers, children. Good. Very good. How to find out the position of the ovary? Very good. So here, superior ovary, inferior ovary and half inferior ovary. I mean the floral parts means sepal, petal, stamens. Clear? These 3 parts from where to arising the position of this ovary. Ovary is the basic one. Okay? From where? This the ovary means from that 3 floral whorls are arises from that. Where is the position? That based only we are considering in a position of the ovary. Clear, children? Based on that, superior ovary means where is the positions to arising the remaining floral whorls, children? Very good. Tell me. Base of the ovary. Okay, this is ovary means from the base of the ovary only they are arising the remaining floral parts. So like a sepal whorl and sepal whorl, corolla whorl and that is the stamens whorl. Understood, ma'am? Say yes or no? Yes, very good, children. Then how will you identify that's inferior ovary? Good. Inferior ovary. So this is the position of the ovary means above, I mean this is the tip of the ovary regions only the floral whorls are arising. That is known as inferior ovary. Half inferior, middle of this ovary. Clear, children? So that's the middle of this ovary. Understood, ma? So these are the terms only we had completed it regarding that gynoecium. Then 2 more topics also there. So that's related to this gynoecium. Today we are going to learn about that remaining 2 topics also. Clear, children? Yes, good. The first one, so all of you listen, children. Today's portion we are going to learn about this is the perium or that's the andrecial position of the thalamus. Okay, regarding this gynoecium only. So they come under perium and andrecial position based on that thalamus or the andrecial position, how to they representing in a thalamus. Clear? So regarding that, we are going to learn about this is the 5 type of the flowers. Okay, children? So there is hypogynous, epigynous, periepigynous and then so the remaining 2 types, that's the perigynous and epihypogynous. Clear, children? So these are the, so that's the 5 types of this flowers they present regarding to the perium or andrecial position of the thalamus. Once again, hypogynous, epihypogynous, epigynous, perigynous, epiperigynous. Clear, children? Say yes or no? Yes. Then learn that one by one. First one, hypogynous. How we are identifying the hypogynous means, all of you listen carefully. Then after this denomination, I mean after the terms explanation, I would show the flower. You can identify so which type of the flowers that one. Clear, children? Yes, good, very good. First one, hypogynous. Hypogynous means already I said that is sepal, petal and stamens. Okay. So all these they arises from the base of the superior ovary. Okay. So this type of the flowers we are called as, the name is known as hypogynous flower. Okay. Next one, epigynous. Epigynous means the term of this sepal, petal, stamens. Okay. So this one, they presents with the inferior ovary. Inferior ovary means you know that how we are identifying that's inferior ovary. Clear, children? Yes. So that one, that type of the flowers we are called as, the name is known as epigynous flower. Understood, ma'am? The next one, that's the second one, epihypogynous. Epihypogynous means the terms of this sepal, petal, stamens. So this is arising in the half inferior ovary. Okay. This, the parts is presents that particular flowers we are called as, the name is known as epihypogynous. Are you clear, children? Say yes or no? These are the three flowers, are mainly they present in it. These are the three flowers, and also the two more flowers also there. Okay, that's the two more flowers means one is perigynous flower and another one is epiperigynous flower. What's the term? Perigynous flower and another one is epiperigynous flower. Clear? Listen, children. If you are going to learn about this epigynous flower, so this is a perigynous flower or epiperigynous flower. Okay, these two types, if you want to learn, means we are going to learn about this is the one of the structure hypanthium. Okay, that's a hypanthium means, all of you listen. So this is the floral representation, or that's a flower representation of this one. So this is a hypanthium. Okay. What's mean by hypanthium means? So this is the structure, is the representation of this hypanthium. So all of you look this picture, children. Okay, this is the hypanthium structure. Okay, what do you mean by? Suppose they ask that the definition of this, what does mean by hypanthium? So you can tell it that a fleshy, elevated, nectariferous, cup-like thalamus is known as hypanthium. Clear, children? What do you mean by hypanthium? What do you mean by hypanthium, children? That's another one name is also called as, the name is known as staminal disc. Okay. So what do you mean by hypanthium? So that is a fleshy, elevated, that is nectariferous. I mean, so the nectar secreting one of the cup-like thalamus is called as, the name is known as hypanthium. Okay. So the next one we are going to explain that's two type of the flowers they presents in the hypanthium. First one, perigynous flower. Clear? Perigynous flower. This perigynous flower, all of you listen, the superior type of the ovary. Okay, the superior type of the ovary, the hypanthium is present in the base of the superior type of the ovary. Clear, children? Are you clear? Just you consider, or just you keep it in your mind, this one word alone. The hypanthium, they presents in the base of the superior type of the ovary of the flowers. Clear, children? That is known as, that type of flowers is called as, the name is known as perigynous flower. Clear? Perigynous flower. Understood, ma'am? Yes. Next one is epiperigynous flower. Okay, epiperigynous flower. So this flower, the hypanthium, already I said that in the definition of hypanthium, this hypanthium, they presents in a tip of the inferior ovary. Clear? So all of you look this picture, this one. This is the representation of, so this is the hypanthium, they presents in a tip of the inferior ovary. Tip of the inferior ovary. Understood? The tip of the inferior ovary, they found that is the hypanthium structure. That is the type of the flowers we are called as, the name is known as epiperigynous flower. Understood? Epiperigynous flower. Clear, children? So these are the 5 types of the flowers. They present in the perium and antecial position on the thalamus regions. Understood, ma? Next I am going to show that is the one or two flowers, the example flowers only available. I would show that's a flower. So you can find out and identify. So that flowers they comes under which type of the flowers. Are you ready, children? Say yes or no? Yes, very good, children. I am showing that's the first one of this flower is this one. Okay, I am going to tell about this explanation, children. So here they presents in a superior ovary. I mean, so this is the inside this part. Clear? All of you listen. Inside this is the part. So this is the calyx wall. Okay, inside the regions only they presents in a ovary. Clear? This ovary. The base of this ovary regions only they presents in a calyx wall, okay, corolla wall, stamen, everything is present in a base of the ovary. So that ovary, you know that type is the which type? Superior ovary. Clear, children? So this is the superior ovary type of this. They arising in the flowers names. What is the type of this flower? Yes, very good, children. Hypogynous flower. Okay, that's a good example of this family, Malvaceae. This is comes under one of this family member of Malvaceae. The binomial name is already you know that very well. Once again, I am repeating this Hibiscus rosa sinensis. Understood, ma? Say yes or no, children? So this is the ovary inside. This is the calyx and corolla wall. That's ovary is there. All the floral walls, calyx wall, corolla wall, and that antecium, stamens wall. Every wall is they arises from this ovary inside that is present in the ovary. That base of the ovary only present. So this arrangement of the flowers that is we are called as the name is known as hypogynous flower. That's one of the good example of this family member is the Malvaceae family. This is one of the good examples of this Malvaceae member, Hibiscus rosa sinensis. Commonly we are calling that name is known as shoe flower. Clear, children? Understood, ba? Say yes or no? Yes, very good, children. Next I am going to show that is the next one of this type of the flowers. Okay, the next type. So first you can remembering the concept. Okay, so the remembering the concept, you know that is what do you mean by perigynous, what do you mean by epigynous, what do you mean by peri-epigynous, isn't it? And what do you mean by perigynous flower? Everything you should know. Just in front of your mind, recollect the concept and you can identify to tell about which type of the flowers. Okay, yes. Next one I am going to show. This is the examples of this flower. This two over they comes under in a same one. Okay, so what is that type of this ovary? Inferior ovary, isn't it? Where is the regions present, children? Where is the regions present? Inferior ovary. So this is the position as present, inferior ovary. Clear, children? So this is the position as they presence in a inferior ovary. Clear? Understood, pa? Are you identified? Yes, good. Inferior ovary, all the floral buds are arises from the tip of this inferior ovary. Tip of the inferior ovary. Then what is that type of this flower? Very good, children. So that is they comes under in a epigynous flower. Understood, ma? Understood? Very good. So all should identify this is the two example of the species only available. So that's why I showed this two examples, children. So suppose if I am getting in that's a remaining type of the flowers means I will show it later. Clear? Yes, good. Very good, children. Next we are going to learn about this is the one of the important topic regarding this gynecium, children. Placentations. Understood? Placentation. What do you mean by placentation? Placentation means, already I said this, the term. So placenta means, so that's one of the special type of the tissues they found in that is the ovary inside the attaching part of the ovule. That's we are called as the name is known as placenta, one special type of tissue. Clear? What does mean by placentation? The mode of the arrangement of the placenta inside the ovary is known as placentation. Understood, children? What do you mean by placentation? What do you mean by placentation? Placentation means the mode of the arrangement of the placenta inside the ovary is known as placentation. Clear? These placentations are, they comes under 6 subtypes, children. First one is marginal, superficial, free central, axile, parietal and basal type. Clear? What are the 6 subtypes of placentation? Very good. First one is marginal type, superficial type, free central type. Very good. Axile, parietal and basal type. Okay. So these are the 6 types of the placentation is found inside that's the ovary. Okay. Placentation means you should know first one, the mode of the arrangement of the placenta inside the ovary part. Ovary means you know that, isn't it? So there, that's the what of the arrangement, what of the mode of the placentation arrangement they presence in the ovary. That regarding we are giving in 6 types. Understood, ma? Let us learn that one by one. First one, marginal placentation. How we are going to identify that marginal placentation means? So here, all of you see this picture, children. First one, this marginal placentation means, so here they presence in a unicarpellate ovary. Unicarpellate means only one carpel is there. Okay, this unicarpellate that's ovary, that's a placenta is they presence in a marginal like structures. Okay, this is the margin like structures of the placenta is present. So this is we are called as, the name is known as marginal placentation. Understood, pa? The next one we are going to learn about, this is the superficial placentation. This superficial placentation means, if we are looking, this is the ovary, so their presence in that's a compound ovary. Compound ovary means many carpels are there. The multicarpellate is there. Okay, so there is the separation of the septa is there. The individual one separation is there, no? So this separation, the septa walls only. So there arises in the ovules. Okay, children, that's a septa. The septa, suppose if you are looking in at orange means there is a one partition, like one layer is there. No? That is we are called the septa. Okay, that septa, the walls of the septa only, the ovules are arising. Clear? That is we are called as, the name is known as superficial placentation. Clear? The placentation they present along with the septa, the walls of the septum. Clear, children? Yes. Next one, free central. Free central means, so this is the type of the placentation. The central columns wise only the placenta is present, children. So here also they presence in all of you listen, they presence in multicarpellate ovary. Multicarpellate, so or we are telling it that's a compound ovary. Compound ovary means, so there is a many carpels are present. Okay, that's the term is we are telling in many carpels are present. That is we are called multicarpellate ovary or compound ovary. Okay, so here if we are looking, this is the free central means, so here there is no partitions. Okay, so there is not found in the septa. Understood, children? So they commonly the central region, so their presence in the columns wise only they found. Understood, children? Say yes or no? Yes. Next one, axile placentation. This type of placentation, all of you listen, this type of placentation, so here they presence in many carpellate, the multicarpellate conditions only there, but here they presence in a septa, or there is a cross walls. Okay, so there is a cross walls of this, they presence in that region. Okay, this is axile placentation. Axile placentation means multicarpellate ovary, I mean the many carpels are present, the compound ovary only, but there is a placenta is they presence in that is a central part. So here they presence in the partition, the septa is they found in this is the type of this is one. So that is we are called axile placentation. Understood, ma? Say yes or no? So this is one as the diagram, the representation of axile placentation. Clear? Then the next one is, so there is a parietal placentation. Parietal placentation means, so if we are looking, this is a ovary, only one locule is there. Only one locule means only one empty space only there, children. This is the ovary walls region. So this is the outer wall. Okay. So this region, so there intruding. So there only. Intruding means just the touching of this ovary walls position. There only they arises in that is the placenta. Clear, children? So this also they presents in a many carpel. The compound ovary only, but that is the loculus they presents in a only one. Many the carpels are present, but that carpels, all the carpels are they found in a one locule. Clear, children? Say yes or no? So that is we are called as, the name is known as parietal placentation. The last one, basal placentation. This basal placentation means the base of the ovary they are arising in a placenta. Clear? So this is the ovary. So from the basal regions only they arises that placenta. This type is we are called as, the name is known as basal placentation. Are you understood, ma? So these are the 6 types of the placentation. Once again, what are the subtypes of the placentation means? Marginal, superficial, free central, axile, parietal and basal. So based on these placentation, so they found in that family members of this first one, marginal placentation. So that's the family is the Fabaceae family. Superficial type of placentation, Nimbaceae family is comes under one of the good example. Free central means, so they comes under in the family of Caryophyllaceae family. Then axile placentation, some of the species they mentioning in that hibiscus, tomato, lemon. So these are the examples for that this type of placentation. This is the axile type of placentation. Clear, children? The next one, parietal placentation. So they comes under in a mustard and cucumber. That's a species, the best examples for this parietal placentation. Basal placentation, so they comes under in the most of the families, the Astraceae, they comes under in 2 specimens, sunflower and marigold. Clear, children? So this is one of the very important term, children. So don't forget, so you should listen this video carefully and then know about regarding this is the placentations. Clear, children? Yes, very good. Thank you, students. Thank you very much.